frag bomb is so good. It's just because rocket belt fails, and like if it fails, then you're fucked. So
you only want to use rocket belt.
It would kill me. Like
you only want to use rocket belt if you're gonna like die anyways.
Yep.
No,
Does
you
it?
use it if, or you use it if you're
There's
not
plenty
going
of
to die
times
either
it's
way.
safe.
here we go.
Like, yeah, you can use it if you were going to die, or you can use it if you know you're not going to die either way. And you're
If you
Dude,
know
I
you
see people using rocket belt in the sketchiest way. Like I saw someone use it on Rodden to like get to yellow when they didn't have to. It's like, alright, if it failed, you just wipe the raid.
That's pretty.
yeah,
that's
like
pretty
I
scary.
love watching people use it to get between like the fucking pillars in
This
phase
is
one
it.
of
I mean,
Inflation.
Stack up, stack
I mean,
up.
I'll-
That's for sure smash.
I'll use it to get back to the group.
Dude, is it
after
right
the
there?
round.
Just
Yeah,
not you need it, man.
Stack up.
Stack up? What?
Oh, we split the damage, right?
That's,
I
that's
didn't
what
think-
it was when we tested it.
it's Spirit Kings. Anyway, I'll
Just
use
one-shot
the
people.
We'll
didn't
find
do
out
that.
in a second.
I'll
definitely
use the
killed
rocket
every
boots to
damage.
get
No,
in
it's
for
split,
the
it's split.
final phase ablation.
Okay.
You know you're going to get heals there.
So like one shot everyone when we tried it.
Dude, as a
Hey,
red
one shot
paladin, you
three
need to
people
save your
because
speed
they
of
were
light,
standing on the
so... I mean,
Yes,
using
Dick,
it...
but then you get launched up, and then you could spawn the fucking thunderstruck
I don't
like
think it
right
launches
next to
No,
a
no,
raid.
I mean like,
Oh really?
No, not in.
It doesn't launch.
I mean when you're
Not in
collapsing
raids.
in from the last transition phase.
The
Does the
backfire in
rocket
raids
fuel
is
still kill you?
always rocket fuel. It gets 80% of your health over like 10 seconds or something.
Oh.
Do you
Yeah.
guys ever see like a defile in the air from someone getting rocket booted up? That shit was amazing.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's so funny when people got it on F and it would trigger the anti-exploit mechanic and they'd just get killed in the air.
the like I don't know,
There's-
Rocket Boot was like amazing until Cataclysm when they made it able to fail in raids, and
there's
at that
shit
point
in
it just
this
became
world,
I like
ridiculous.
the
Attack,
those
don't
were bolt
attack.
feeling enough. Counting all the ads.
Oh, there's like that scenario.
So, can I gain rage from that rocket fuel leak? If so, how can I induce that every single time?
Use it on cooldown.
Well, it's like a 5-minute cooldown.
So this isn't the same as this scenario.
No.
This
Just
is-
a minute.
This is rehashed!
Yeah,
It's
looks
like a
definitely
different way.
Dude, the room looks like the other one, and this guy looks exactly like
Okay, it's the
Algalon.
same architecture, but it is definitely a complete.
This is Algalon.
Whoa, what's all these doodads?
Yeah, okay. I want to ask all there's 25 people here. Do people think, the simple yes or no, does this guy look like Algalon?
Hell no.
I thought this was
No way.
Yeah.
Not even
This is
a
a
little.
Moga dude.
This is
Celestial.
that is the first thing J.O. said when he saw this guy is, oh, it's Algalon.
What the fuck?
So why did the doodads say Zeldrak?
form. It's clear.
It's the next expansion.
Oh, hover over. His name's Doodad Zoldrak,
It's a-
Bug Blue, Toggleable, Zero
Yeah,
Why
Zero.
is it
Blue Pod
Zeldrak? What are we in,
created
like
for
fucking
Zeldrak.
Wrath of the Lich King?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
some
where it's
particle effect they made.
I
for
think this
Zeldrak,
is the
so-
bug that I
It
was
is.
talking about.
It is.
Let's see what
Yeah,
else.
you
Yeah, it's
Alright, so
that.
just in case it's not bugged, basically this boss, he puts you in like a box and you can't leave it, and it's like just this whole area gets like cordoned off, and adds a big boss ad spawns, Amalgam of Corruption. That's the aim of the fight, is to kill. On 10 men, I assume it's going to be maybe a 5 people at a time in 25 men or something, but there's going to be these little things around the side of the room you can click on to interact with, which port you into another realm, and in that realm you do like a challenge. It's kind of like the Rathian, killing Rathian to get the cloak for the legendary chain. Basically, like, depending on whether you're a DPS, tank, or healer, you'll have to do like a bunch of pretty, or at least on 10 men normal, is really easy stuff. There'll be some ads that spawn if you're DPS, you kill them, that kind of thing. Every time a DPS completes one of the ads in their challenge, it will spawn in the raid and we need to kill it. For healers and tanks, you don't spawn ads by doing it, so healers and tanks can go down whenever, as long as we don't run out of healers and tanks up here to do shit. And DPS need to stagger going down so we don't get overwhelmed by ads up here. So everyone up here prioritise killing the ads first, in other words DPS the Amalgam. Going down and successfully completing a challenge reduces your corruption to 0, and then you do full damage to the boss. If you don't do it, you do half damage to the boss, or reduced by the amount of corruption you have. The general aim of the fight is to slowly DPS the boss, but not push it too quickly, while everyone gets down as quickly as we can realistically handle and does all their challenges, so everyone is purified. And then once everyone is purified, we start boss DPS, because as the boss gets lower, he does more damage to the raid, and sub 50%, every 10% he spawns extra ads, which we need to kill, and you get overwhelmed by them if you do the ads at the same time as people are doing their challenges. So people want to get down and purify themselves as quickly as possible. And also, when you kill the big ads, each, at least on 10 man normal, each ad wave that you get from a DPS is one big ad and 4 small ads. the big ads spawn like a pool on the ground when they die that needs to be soaked by somebody, and when you soak it you gain corruption, so tanks should do that so that they can go down later and re-purify themselves. It's basically just don't stare in the purple circles if you're a DPS. Let's just see if we can...
I'll go down first on the other side. You can do it. Yeah. Let tank. I don't know, I mean, there's gonna be... But they're on the other on opposite side of the room, like we're yelling.
4 minute in rage. Yeah.
You have to interact with them and go. Did you start it?
And that's some shit.
Okay, big.
It might not be clickable. It is doable.
So sorry, when do you want us to go down?
Let's just, I'll just call out people. I want to see how many things there are to interact with at the start.
You can interact.
Bright as fuck.
This even works. So.
What the hell's a doodad anyway?
Doodads
It's like those
are
things you place in
thingamajigs.
SimCity to give your city some life.
No, doodads are essentially thingamajigs.
Can't click on them.
Hey, you
Yeah,
can
like
target
run
target
up to
four.
the tab target.
You can tab target or you can zoom all the way in and interact with them. It works too.
Okay, let's just send some DPS down and like 1 or 2 healers. If you can function on the outside to click, just go.
They disappeared after a quick.
Yeah, only one person can go from each one at a time.
Were there 2 or how many were there?
It's actually really hard to interact. Oh yeah, I forgot about this cutter thing. It's like Sinestro, just dodge that. You can
It
invite
attaches
them.
between the orb and himself.
Hey, here we go. Kill these Zeds, kill these Zeds.
Oh, there's no orbs to pick up in LFR?
So
Here
there's
comes
the ones
Takeda.
that do the cone and then the ones that cast. Which are the ones that need to be killed first?
The big ads get killed first. We haven't got one yet. The small ads.
It's coming now.
Here we go.
Well,
Here we go.
me
This
and
one.
Chi and I are down here.
Marine.
Oh, down there it doesn't matter.
Once a big ad dies, you need to sit on top of its corpse and soak.
Okay.
And every time you soak,
Do not be on this ad when it dies. Do not be on it when it dies. You'll get the.
it'll get you 25 corruption.
Alright, so
And now that you're at 100, oh, you're not. Well, it's not.
I'm at 100, yes.
Oh, you are okay. I'm taking this noob again.
Alright.
But you want to go down if you can,
I'm gonna
Lorraine,
top
so
the
you
boss
can
off
get
in
pure.
a moment,
Okay.
and then you're gonna go down. And if you survive that 1 minute test, which will be really easy, you get cleansed of your corruption, and then rinse repeat. In the meantime, I'm soaking and getting back to
So-
corruption.
How do you interact with these things? Because it won't let me like
Zoom
click
all
on
the
it.
way.
Oh, there we go.
Man,
Camera angle.
Yeah.
There's so many big ads. Holy fuck.
Got a bunch of
Yeah,
ads.
people are. We have a lot of people going down at once.
Yeah, how do you go in? Like, I see nothing.
Click on
You're
the
right
things on
click
the
the
outside.
thingies. Little swirly balls of light.
What's really balls of light?
What?
On the
There's not.
outside.
I don't see any right now.
They're on the
Oh,
outside.
I see.
They're on the other two sides.
Don't steal it.
There's a couple on the west.
Yeah, we have too many ads. Too many people going down at once. We need people to stay up and do the challenge. Kill the ads.
Holy Jesus.
We don't have Lorraine up here to
There's
soak
like
now,
a
do we?
billion ads.
I'm here to soak.
Just gonna hear us. We
They
can
need
clean
to
them
die.
up.
You're gonna have a lot of stacks.
I'm
of damage.
tranquilizing.
There's a lot of it.
I'm soaking. This is gonna be number 5, though I can't soak this 5th one that's about to die until it
We'll just make an exact order, I think. Who's downstairs right now, anyone?
I am downstairs.
What's your timer?
They
on
just
your
came
survive debuff, Marine?
39
Let's
seconds.
clean up these ads.
I
before
can't
anyone
soak
else.
this pool. Somebody else soak this pool on yellow. Otherwise it'll
I'll do
pulse
it.
the raid.
How the fuck do you get down?
I have a feeling this is what every LFR is gonna go like in this boss.
Do I beat the encounter if I, like, kill this guy too?
No one
Is it
does.
soaking?
No one will go down.
No, it's not.
There it goes, okay.
You can't cloak over it. You have to actually soak.
No, I mean I was cloaked in it, I was just sitting there and nothing happened.
Okay, let's
This is the damage.
Okay, I'm back up now.
Okay, grab that pool, Marine, and taunt on the boss off when you can.
Okay, Tony.
Okay, I'm going Immerseus. I'll let the tanks go in first.
Oh shit.
if there are no ads up. Why don't we just wipe and go again, and we'll see if we can do this right with like an actual order, because obviously it's going to be necessary. I wasn't really sure how it would play out, so just stop healing and try and die.
Run into the beam. Go go.
Feels totally fine. We just need to sort out an order. That's all.
You can bubble out of that realm. Let me know.
For live, we're definitely going to want some kind of way to easily track the corruption of everyone in the raid. I know there's like a corruption debuff. I suppose that's probably the best thing to track, isn't it? That'll work.
I don't think it does anything for you, like... Does everyone have 0 corruption? 'Cause
I had 0 corruption and I still had the 25% additional damage to the boss.
Sorry, what? You're supposed to, like, 0 corruption means you do more damage to the boss.
Yeah, 25% additional damage to the boss.
Yeah, if you
Is
have
that the-
corruption,
is
you
that the
do reduce
debuff
damage. The debuff changes depending on your
Okay.
corruption level.
So do you always have the debuff even if you're purified?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just.
So is there anything easy to track that, like...
I think if you have raid frames that show the alternate power bar, it'll show it, but I don't have my raid frames enabled right now, like in my add-on, so I can't say for sure. But usually that's how you track it. That's how I tracked it on Cho'Gall, for example.
We don't have mass res, by the way. So.
Good.
Did
Oh,
you have
that's
the
good.
buffs come from killing people in the challenge?
Okay, the way it works is, everyone then starts the fight with... We've got to run back, by the way, make sure you... everyone starts the fight with 75 corruption, and the only way to gain corruption is to soak the purple pools that die when the big ads die. If you go downstairs and you complete your challenge, you drop down to 0 corruption, which means you do full damage to the boss. That's the general gist of the fight. The only complication to that is that whenever you kill a big ad, and when DPS go downstairs, there's 1 big ad and 4 small ads. They have to kill them. When they kill them, they spawn for the red. When you kill a big ad, it drops a purple pool, which AoEs the red until somebody soaks it. When you soak it, you gain 25 corruption. So the general aim is to send a tank down immediately, have them purify themselves, and then come back up with 0 so they can soak the next 4 pools and the tanks rotate like that. That's how the tanks do the fight, basically, by soaking 4 pools while the other one purifies and rinse and repeat. And then for DPS, I think for healers we can send down 1 or 2 at a time and just get them purified. It's no big deal, but for DPS we need to rush it without getting overwhelmed by ads the way that we did there. So I'll just make an order, and I'll try and call out people to go, and I'll see if there's somewhere we can track the corruption. So did anyone actually get a purified buff, like, or anything?
I think I did.
No. I did not know 0 corruption.
I think the debuff just changes to a positive effect. But you keep the same debuff.
I too had 0 corruption with the same debuff. But I didn't read the tooltip.
I read the tooltip on mine and it said it was 25% damage increase, and when I read it beforehand and it said like 31% reduction or something like that.
Yeah, mine was the same thing. I don't know if it's actually adding the proper
it says
damage
it
to
says
your damage though.
purified is in the dungeon journal. Players who reach 0 corruption become purified. But I didn't see that either, so I don't know. Just gonna have to trust people to communicate about it, I guess.
Yeah, determination, sketch of time statics.
Alright.
If you're having problems clicking the orbs, like, honestly, just zoom your camera into almost first person and then spam click will work. That's really the only bug part of the fight. Everything else works normally, so...
Yeah.
What I found was, like, you just tilted the camera so I was looking up from my feet and it's right in front of it.
Yeah, or that works too. And zooming in. But also, and unit frames help, obviously, because you can click on them with the viewer. The bugged gear.
I'm just rearranging groups. Should be fine. So, Group 1 is all healers and tanks, we don't need to worry about them. Group 5 has a couple healers in it, a couple DPS. I'm just going to call people out in order through the other group, and when I call you, try and go down and click on the thing, and we'll see how the pace looks. Be ready to stop DPS in the boss. Basically what we want is we want everyone in the raid to be purified before the boss hits 50%. That needs to happen. That's going to be the benchmark to complete this encounter. If nothing else, it's going to be something to practice for heroics. Listen for the calls, just go down when I call your name. Assume everyone knows how to go down. You just go to the outside of the room, you look for the little thing and you click on it. And don't go down unless I call you, so that we can structure it. Does anyone know how many of those things are up at a time on 25?
4, it looked like. 4. Size in front of the rooms.
4, okay. Alright. Alright, let's go pull in. So we go.
So when do you want healers to do the thing?
I'm gonna do a couple heals at the start. So Salute, Chi-Chan, Kawa, and Tiger, go. Put that straight at the start. Salute, Chi-Chan, Kawa, Tiger.